center, just an additional yummy surprise as you bite into that cupcake. So just for the 4th of July, I hope you like it. Let's start baking.
First, let's get our ingredients together. You're going to need 2½ cups of flour, ½ cup of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and ½ teaspoon salt. You'll also need 1 cup of butter, softened, and 2 cups of sugar. Also, 4 large eggs, 1 cup of sour cream, ½ cup of milk, and 1 bottle of red food coloring, and 2 teaspoons vanilla. For the cheesecake filling, you're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, softened, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 egg whites, 2 tablespoons sour cream, and I added 1/3 cup of red chips. Okay, now we're ready to start. Let's get our flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and our salt, and put them in a small bowl. Get a whisk, and we're going to mix that together. Next, we're going to put our softened butter into our mixer. We're going to add the 2 cups of sugar, and we're going to beat the butter and sugar together for 5 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Now we're going to beat in the eggs one at a time. Making sure they're well blended. Next, mix in sour cream and the milk, and the red food coloring, and then finally the vanilla. Now we're ready to start adding the flour to this mixture. So we're going to beat in the flour just in small increments. So just putting a little bit of flour in at a time. Blend it until you can see that it is well mixed. ready to make the cheesecake filling. We're going to use 16 ounces of cream cheese and the half a cup of sugar, and add the salt, and we're going to mix it for about 30 seconds. Next, I beat in the egg whites and the sour cream for 1 minute. And finally, I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of the cherry chips. You could also add chocolate chips if you want. I just wanted to keep it red, for red, white, and blue. Right, make sure you're preheating your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to start preparing our cupcakes. All right, fill each cupcake about 2/3 full. You're going to need approximately 24 to 30 cupcake paper liners. And now just dollop the cheesecake topping or filling on top. Okay, and now I started experimenting, and I wanted to get a little blue color into my cupcake since it's the 4th of July. So I got some blue food coloring out, started adding it to the filling because I didn't want it to take over the filling, so I started swirling it in. I think it would be better to mix up the blue with a small amount of the filling and then add that, and you wouldn't have to do so much swirling like I did right now, but it turned out okay. While the cupcakes are baking for about 23 minutes or so, go ahead and mix up the frosting. I hope you like cream cheese because our frosting, we are going to need 1 more 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened, a 1/4 cup of butter softened, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and we'll mix that up. Ready to add the powdered sugar. So we have 1 package of 16 ounces, and we will mix that up until it's nice and fluffy and smooth. Now that the cupcakes have cooled completely, we're ready to frost it. So I have put a large star tip on my pastry bag and filled it with the frosting. And I'm just going to swirl it around on each cupcake. This is super easy to do, really quick to decorate, and I want to use some sprinkles to put on top. And keep repeating, frosting the cupcakes and put the sprinkles on before the frosting dries. And my final touch is adding a flag pick to the top of each cupcake. Happy 4th of July, y'all.